Last time we studied about the Ostisthies. That is, the class Ostisthies can be divided into two subclasses. One is the Sarcopterygi and second one is the Actinopterygi. Further, this Actinopterygi can be divided into three superorders. First one is the Chondrosti, second Holosti, and third one is the Teleosti. So this third superorder Teleosti includes 15 orders, that is, all are true bony fishes. Now we are going to study about the 15 orders of the Teleosti. The superorder Teleosti word is derived from the Greek word, that is, teleos means complete, osteros means bony. That is, the fishes which include in this superorder all are bony fishes. Now we see the general characters or salient features of the superorder Teleosti. That is, small mouth opening at the anterior end. That is, the fish can be differentiated into anterior and posterior end. In this, the mouth is located at the anterior end. The body of the fish is covered with the scales. That is, these are cycloid, pinoid, or in some fishes these scales are absent. Then homocercal tail. Hydrostatic swim bladder is present and all are true bony fishes. This superorder Teleosti has 15 orders. That is the largest superorder in the Pisces, which include 15 orders. So we are going to study about the order first, that is Clupiformes. The silent features of the order Clupiformes, that is, the scales which are located on the body are well developed and they are of cycloid type. The caudal fin is homocercal, that is, the fin which is located at the posterior end, that is called caudal fin. And also there are dorsal and anal fins which are without spines. That is, these fins are not supported by these spines. Head and operculum not scaled. That means the scales are absent on head and operculum. Air bladder is present. Then presence of the Weberian apparatus. That is, the Weberian apparatus is the structure which connects swim bladder to the auditory system. Then example, Clupea, or commonly it is called as the herring. Then Salmo, that is Atlantic salmon, and Notopterus, that is commonly called as the cheetle fish. Then order second, Scopeliformes. The silent features that is presence of dorsal and anal fins, and they are of without spines. Then swim bladders are absent. Mouth is large, which is located at the anterior end, and the mouth is guarded with many teeth. Then luminous organs are usually present. That is, luminous means they emit the light. Example, Harpedon, or commonly this is also called as the Bombay duck. Then order third, Sapriniformis. Silent features, peculiar Weberian apparatus present. So these Weberian apparatus connects ear and air bladder. Further, this air bladder is also connected with the alimentary canal, and the entire body is covered with scales, or in some cases the fishes are naked. That is, body covered with no scales. Example, Cyprinus, or they are also called as the carps, then Katla, Rohu, Clarius, Electrix, Eel, Aureus, Botia, Sacobranchus, Mistus, Valago. So all these are the examples of the order Sapriniformis. Then order 4, Anguilliformis. Silent features, body is elongated or long like a snake. Skin naked or with vestigial scales embedded within. Vestigial means small scales. Then dorsal and anal fins are long and narrow. Pelvic fins, if present, they are abdominal. Fins without spines. That means the fins are not supported by the spines. Air bladder connected with intestine. Example, Angula, or they are also called as the freshwater eels, and Murina, that is the marine eels. You see the example, that is Angula, or it is also called as the freshwater eel. You differentiate the fish, that is anterior and the posterior end. At the anterior end there is presence of mouth, and at posterior there is presence of the tail. The head is located at anterior end, eyes, nostrils, and at the sides there are presence of the gill slits. Then presence of the fins, that is the dorsal fin, caudal fin, anal fin, then the pectoral fin. So that is the example of the order Anguilliformis. Then we will see the order 5, that is Belloniformis. The silent features or the general characters, the body is elongated and covered with the cycloid scales. The jaws are also elongated and they look like a beak, and this elongated jaw is also presence of the teeth. In some, lower jaw is projected beyond the upper jaw. That means the lower jaw is longer than the upper jaw. In some, large wing-like pectoral fins present. That means the pectoral fins look like a wing. Fish takes a leap, hence called flying fishes. That is, with the help of the pectoral fins, the fish fly into the air, that is out of the water, so they are called as the flying fishes. Example, Belloni, that is garfish, then Hemirampus, or commonly called half-beak, and the Exocetus, that is the flying fish. You see the example of the Belloniformis, that is the Exocetus, or it is also called as the flying fish. You see here there are uh, four types of fins. One is the pectoral fin, which develops larger, then pelvic fins, that is located at the dorsal side, then dorsal fins, which are located at the dorsal side, anal fins, which are located near the anus, and the caudal fin. Next, order 6, Sygnathiformis. The general characters, that is body is elongated and covered by the exoskeleton consisting of cycloid scales and also bony rings. Second point, snout is prolonged to form tubiform snout. That is, it is elongated. There are no teeth in the terminal small mouth. Then trail is heterocercal and it is prehensile. Example, hippocampus, or it is also called as the seahorse, and Cygnethus, that is pipefish, and Fistularia, that is the flute fish. You see the example hippocampus. In this, the special characters are presence of the prehensile tail. You see the animal